Alright gang, Jason here. This is going to be a custom toy quick trip. Welcome to the world's messiest workbench. Won't be this messy very long. This is what I call project prep day. So when I'm building for shows, I have a lot of projects lined up, and basically what I'm doing is kind of speed running through these. So taking all the wheels off of all these, test fitting tires, things like that. So, prepping projects for builds, basically. So one of the things I get asked a lot is, how do you paint small pieces, small detail pieces? For example, like this Fender radio. So 1/64 scale Fender radio is pretty small. And it's pretty easy kind of once you get it sort of figured out. Now what I do, and the reason I'm holding this thing is, this is a toothpick. It's just a toothpick, cut it in half. So I usually just cut it in half with my little snippers right here, and then I sand it either with my Dremel and a rotary sander or just a piece of sandpaper just to get a good flat surface here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my BSI glue. You don't have to use gold label here. It's just what I happen to have handy. In fact, this is probably a slight waste of gold label. Doesn't take much, so I mean just a tiny bit there. In fact, I've probably got more than enough on there. And then the bottom of this radio is not going to get painted, or it will, but it's going to get stuck to the fender, so we don't necessarily need it. And if you don't put a whole lot of glue on there, it sticks first try, piece of cake, super easy, just like that. Now this, I just stick into a piece of styrofoam that I paint on. So that way I can do 20, 30 of these at a time. Just stick them in the styrofoam, paint. You can get toothpicks for pretty much nothing at Walmart, like a 500 pack or whatever. Cut them in half, you've now got 1,000 toothpicks, and you can reuse these as much as you want. So this is pretty much how I paint all of my small parts. And so I can go over, I can hit these with the black paint. I'll just aerosol black these. You could airbrush it or whatever, or if you wanted to even hand paint these, you could. But like I said, I have about 30 of these I want to print, or I want to paint. So I'm just going to hit them with some black aerosol, some glossy black, and for that base coat. And then I'll come in with a toothpick, and I'll detail my knobs and things like that on it, and I'll add a little antenna on there. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you guys a real quick painting tip. This works for a lot of different things. Little parts like this, of course. If you want, you could do tires, but I want to generally do it on things, wheels or tires. I generally do it on things where I'm not going to paint, or I don't care if the surface of what I'm sticking my toothpick is very good, or is painted very well. So that's the case with this. Now, what I will do when this is dry is I'll just pop it off, and I'll just sand that bottom part a little bit, and then I'll hit it with some black paint marker or something, just so it's got some paint on it, and let that dry. But that allows you to handle these. It allows you to paint many at a time, and yeah, it takes a couple seconds to cut and sand and then apply. But ultimately, I feel like it's a lot easier. It's worth the few seconds it takes to do that, to be able to paint 30 of these at a time via spray can and have a nice good finish on each side of this, versus trying to handle it and paint it by hand or things of that nature. So anyway, that's how a lot of my parts get painted. That's how these, I just do the same thing, run my toothpick up in there, paint those, shoot it black, and then I come back through with the red top. After that, then you've still got your toothpick you can hold on. That way, you can use it for your detailing and things like that. And then the toothpick, a full toothpick makes a great way to paint your details on something like this. So anyway, I know it's not a great video, kind of a messy setup here, but it is prime toy building season, and like I said, before I hit the bed tonight, all these tractors have to have their tires removed. Same way with the trucks. All the tractors, everything you see from here all the way back into here has to have the tires off of it before I call it a night. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video helped. Have yourselves an awesome day. Happy tractor hunting.